Today I will show you 3 simple last layer techniques that you can start using right away.
Hey guys, my microphone has been acting weird and I've recorded this video 4 times already. I want to apologize for the bad sound in this video and I will get this issue fixed ASAP.
Using these techniques, I became seconds faster in a single week. So make sure to stick to the end of the video because the third technique is a game changer. Let's get straight into it.
Take a look at this solve and tell me what is wrong with it. The solve is far from perfect, but I think the huge pause before PLL is really obvious. I can confirm this using a cubinglife. As you can see, my PLL recognition took 1.5 seconds, so simply recognizing my PLL was the second longest step of my entire solve.
The first technique is very simple. Whenever you have to do an AUF before your algorithm, use the hand that is not executing the algorithm to do the AUF. So, as I just showed, for this case, if we were to do AUF with your right hand, it would look like this. However, if you use your left hand to do the AUF, considering you do the algorithm with your right hand, it would look like this. By doing this, you are preventing one hand from overworking, which will make your solves more fluent. This is especially helpful if the algorithm starts with a regrip, since you can regrip your hand while doing AUF with your other hand. This technique applies to every single stage of solving the cube. The second point isn't really a new technique, but rather breaking a terrible habit. I'm talking about double recognition. Double recognition is where you recognize a case, but right before your execution, you look at it from a different angle to try to confirm your recognition. So you're basically recognizing the same case twice, which obviously takes twice as long. Make sure to trust yourself. If you see a case and recognize it, just go for it. If you execute the wrong algorithm, it is not the end of the world. It just tells you exactly which cases you need to learn to recognize. Alright, this brings us to technique number 3. I call this PRA, Pre-Recognition Alignment. To demonstrate this, I'll use adjacent corner swap PLLs as examples, for example jperm. Since the headlights must be on the left before you do these algorithms, you can actually align the cube so that the headlights are on the left before you even fully recognize the case. This saves time on AUF and you can actually finish recognizing the specific case while your hand is turning the AUF. Plus, chances are you learned your PLL recognition from the standard angle anyway, so having it aligned immediately helps your brain process it faster. So here's how to do it. It is basically a simplified version of two-sided recognition. If you see the headlights, it is very straightforward. You just put them on the left side. Same goes over here, you just put them over here. However, whenever you don't see the headlights, you want to look for bookends. Bookends are basically diagonal corners with the same colors on the sides. So here, for example, we have these two. They are both blue, and these are also bookends because they are both green and they are diagonally opposite. Whenever you see bookends, you know that you have an adjacent corner swap case. The next step is to find the headlights. To find the headlights, we want to look for opposite headlights. So headlights have the same color, opposite headlights have opposite colors. So here, for example, blue and green, they are opposite colors. And remember, opposite headlights are always opposite of headlights. So if I see this, I see bookends, which means that it's an adjacent corner swap, and I also see opposite headlights over here. So I know that the headlights must be opposite of these two, so over here. So I can just put the opposite headlights on the right, which will basically put the headlights, which are opposite of the opposite headlights, on the left, and now I will have aligned the case before I even recognize it. From here, it is super easy to recognize, and you can execute the algorithm immediately. This was a very short overview of PRA where I only covered the adjacent corner swap cases. So let me know down in the comments if you want to see PRA for more cases. Every speedcuber knows the frustration of hitting a plateau. Your standard timer can tell you what your final time was, but it can't tell you where you can improve or how to fix it. And that is why I love a cubinglife. It essentially acts like a personal coach, analyzing every single turn you make with perfect precision. It breaks down your solves, suggests better algorithms, and gives you targeted training tools to fix those exact inefficiencies. Plus, you can put your skills to the test in online tournaments for real prizes. A cubinglife is free and works with any smart cube, so check them out using the link in my description. If you want to unlock their premium features, make sure to use code THECUBER at checkout for 20% off and a 7-day free trial. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next one.